Hey everyone, this is a video for Agency Pro subscribers. So we are trying to redesign the onboarding flow so it's just a little more beautiful, a little more helpful for you guys. And remember, the ultimate goal here is that you have pricing plans that are completely automated. A lot of you are going with the hybrid plan, which gives you some SaaS plans, some kind of full service, and something right in the middle. The first two should be completely automated, in my opinion, and that's what we're working towards. I don't want you to have to jump into a workspace after they purchase and make tweaks if they want changes made to like default settings and things like that. So I am trying to push as many of those decisions to the onboarding flow as possible. So when the client purchases, at that time when they are most attentive, we pose all of those questions to them during the onboarding flow without overwhelming them is the goal, just so they dial in the account so it works just the way they want it to. I mean, some people are more paranoid and they want to see everything and approve it before it goes out. Some people just want to trust you with everything. So I want either one of those clients to be a completely automated experience from your end, so you can focus on promoting your agency and not dealing with these back and forth conversations and having to jump into their account, making little tweaks here and there, because that can be time consuming, and especially for you guys that are doing this with just one person as part of your company. So let me go through this. As you can see, we've added some illustrations, and just a reminder, this is just a Figma design that our designer and I have put together. This is not live, and I don't have an estimate as to when it will be live, because I have a feeling you guys are going to have some good information, good feedback for me for making tweaks to this. So I'm not going to rush into this. What we have now is really good. People love the onboarding flow, so there isn't a massive sense of urgency to get these pushed live. But mainly the reason for this video is to get feedback from you guys. I've already heard some really good feedback from some people who have had a glimpse at it, and some conversations in the Facebook group about a new screen that we might need to add to this. So don't be shy. Let us know if it sucks, if it's great, if you have recommendations. I really want to hear about it. This is the first screen that people currently see. The only changes here are we've made it just a little prettier with the animations. You'll also know that we now have a two-tone button. I'm a little on the fence on this. What my initial plan is, and you can let me know if you want an additional control for this. You guys only have one color that you control for your buttons, your call to action buttons. So you can basically change this blue to red or whatever you want. And what my initial thought is I love this two-color button. If you left it default, if you left it blue, we're going to leave it like this. And if you've made a change to this color, it's just going to be one solid color. So I kind of like that versus trying to do a two-tone, because we're not changing every button in the entire software to be two-tone. So it might be kind of confusing having that secondary white label button color. But let me know your thoughts. If you feel really strongly about this and you want a two-tone button for onboarding, we can talk about it. So after this screen, the next one is please connect your social accounts. This looks very similar to what you're used to. One thing we've added here is you may add up to 3 more social profiles. So based on the number of social profiles that you have allowed for the pricing plan they chose, it's going to tell them how many they can add. So that's one really helpful guide. And I think you're going to love the next thing, which is we are going to make it so, like currently, if they add a Facebook account, it just dumps every single group and page that they own into, or that they administrate, into the software. And it's your job to go into Workspace Preferences afterwards and deselect any that they don't want. So they would have to email you and say, hey, I don't want, the, Foghorn page managed through you guys. So then you would have to go in and deselect that. What we are going to do next is when they click on like Facebook, for example, we are going to go in and pull in all of their pages and groups. And it'll be the same for all of the different social networks. And we are going to show them what's available. We're going to tell them what the limitations are of pages and groups. Like if you need to add another Facebook account, log out or switch Facebook accounts first. We're going to give them some instructions. We are going to show them how many profiles have been used within this window. So as they connect them, it is going to change this number. So if they only have one available and they try to connect 2 pages, it will let them know, sorry, you need to upgrade to a different pricing plan that has more profiles. You're going to be able to search the profiles. So if they have 100 pages or 100 groups, they're going to be able to quickly find it. A big change that we're going to be making. Wow, this is huge. Since the very beginning, we are very generous with the way we count a profile. As you know, a social profile is a page. So like this, if they did all 4 of these, it would be 4 profiles. We haven't counted it this way for like 2 years. And the reason is, we've never have. So it's been years since we've, really come out with the idea of a profile. We've always defined the profile this way, like each page is a profile, but we don't count it that way. And a big reason for that is we don't use this approach. When you add an account, it dumps all of your pages and groups and we select them by default. We wanted to do that because what was happening is we had people adding their accounts and we did not have anything selected by default, and everybody would say, where are my accounts, when they would go to the publisher. So what we're going to be doing is changing that, and we are actually going to be counting each one of these as a profile. But the good news is when you add a profile, you connect it right here, and you'll be able to select which ones get added. And it won't be your doing, it will be their doing. So they'll be able to kind of curate exactly which pages and groups that they want you guys to manage. And we've made it very simple. So just know that that's coming. You're probably going to have an inflated number of used profiles in each one of your workspaces once we do this, because it kind of changes the definition that you're used to being applied in the back end. So once they select this, then they continue and add logo to social posts. You've already seen this. It just looks a lot prettier than it does now. This is where they can add their logo, and we would create a watermark for them. We're still going to be scraping their page, so it'll skip this screen if it detects a logo on their page. Finally, it's going to ask them to kind of dial in. They'll be able to change their logo size right here and have their watermark kind of dialed in just the way they want. They'll be able to change the logo if they don't like what has been snagged. And then they would save and continue. So this is a totally new screen. This is just getting really detailed in how they control what the defaults in their account are. This is something that would probably take a bunch of back and forth with you and the client before, and now it will all just be handled. The first one is going to be on by default, and it says post to all of my connected social profiles. So the idea here is they might want to connect more pages or accounts than they want you guys to be posting to, because some of the hybrid, like they might have a plan where things are posted by you, but they also want to have access to the publisher if they want to like publish a really quick ad hoc promotion or something. So they might have profiles added to their account that they don't necessarily want you guys to publish to. This gives them an opportunity to turn this off, and that will reveal this once they turn it off. So they'll have the option, it will show them all of their connected profiles. They'll be able to remove some as they wish. The second one is I want to approve all posts before they go live. This will be off by default. And if they switch this on, all this changes is it will change. You know that little hand icon that shows up when you're setting up your automated post sets for the posting assistant? Well, that is going to turn on that hand, and it will just hold the posts by default. And they'll have to approve them before they go out. The next one is I want to receive an email when posts go live. This will be off by default. If they switch it on, it will be like when you select that email icon that says email me when posts go live. Add a call to action to my posts where appropriate. This will be on by default. This is a new thing that we're going to be doing. We are actually going to store this value, whatever they select, in their company settings within the workspace preferences. And what this will do is give you guys, it does a couple things, okay? First of all, this is going to be the default text. We're going to take the URL that they already entered during sign up, and we're going to add the words visit us at in front of it. This is what we propose we use as just a default. So what's nice about having this in company settings is we're going to be able to create a variable that you guys can add to your automated post sets. So if you have things that are designed to generate traffic to their website or whatever their call to action is, then you can insert a CTA, we're going to call it, call to action variable, where it will automatically add that. So like imagine RSS feeds where you can add this variable where not only is it promoting external content, but it also inserts a call to action to all of those posts that say, hey, go check out our website. And it will be very helpful for your client to generate traffic for them. Or if they're a retailer, it might say, visit our Elk Grove location or something like that, with the specific address even. And they'll be able to add that even to your CSVs. So when you guys are doing like bulk post imports, you'll be able to put that variable in there and have the same CSV import for 30 of your clients, and it will drop in just the right call to action for each one of those workspaces. So not just the manual imports, but also the automated post sets that you guys set up to automatically post to your clients' accounts. Next, we have start scheduling posts today. This will be on by default, probably. But I want to hear some feedback from you guys. Currently, we wait 3 days. And I've heard feedback that some really aggressive, like affiliate marketers, want this stuff out now. When they sign up for this, they are really hot to trot. They want these posts to start going out immediately. So what we'll allow them to do is have it go out immediately, or if they switch this off, only then will it reveal these 3 sub options, which is wait a day, wait 3 days, or wait until I tell you. So this is basically for your automated post set. So if you're using the posting assistant, like I said, currently the posting assistant waits 3 days. This will allow them to override that and say, I want it to go out immediately. And once they're done here, you can continue, and then you have a newly designed thank you page that has like a little animation effect and an icon over here or an illustration over here. We heard a really good idea this morning on Facebook that prompted me to record this video. Somebody wanted to be able to embed a video, like a welcome video, that gives them just a description of what they can do with their dashboard that's coming up when they continue to it. Or maybe it's a video that just welcomes them and, kind of reduces that post-purchase dissonance that some people can have, that fear, once you just sign up for something. So whatever you guys would want to put there, you could. I think that's a great idea, but I want to hear more feedback. If we did that, I think the video would probably go below this text and above this button. So it would just move this button down, and we could insert a welcome video from you guys right here. But I might consult with my designer to ask him to mock that up. Another great idea we got from the Facebook group is somebody wanted an additional screen that would ask additional questions of your client. And this is something that I would love to do. Like, for example, you might have a pricing plan that's straight SaaS. I think this will work great for that. But you might also have another pricing plan where you bundle some other services. And with those, you're probably going to want to know a little bit more from the client. For example, wouldn't it be great to be able to ask them what their goals are, what their objectives are for this engagement, if they have any brand guidelines and things like that, were the examples they gave. And I think those are really great things to ask your client for. So what I want to do is add a screen optionally at the pricing plan level, so you can have a different saved form screen, kind of a questionnaire screen, and you can apply that to different pricing plans and have a whole different questionnaire that you could apply to other of your pricing plans or none at all. And I think what we're going to be able to do is repurpose. We already have a drag and drop form editor in our campaigns. So this allows you to, like, if you want to create a text input, you could just drag it over here and create a new text input, drop down list, and things like that. It would be a modified version of this that would allow you to create some really cool forms. It would turn that into a questionnaire page, and you guys would be able to snag some really great feedback from your clients. And the place I propose that we store this data is in the workspace preferences. As you know, we have a company settings section within the workspace preferences for each workspace. So I think it'd be really cool within that company settings to put all of their responses into that section. So now, they could even edit that. I think would be cool, just in case their goals change. And that way, like, if you need to jump into an account, if you're managing 50 people and 20 of those are really high service clients, then you'll be able to kind of go in there at any point and remind yourself what their goals are, or if they have brand guidelines, you'll always be able to locate it right there within the workspace. That's it, you guys. I want to hear some feedback, and I hope you guys really like this new onboarding flow. Have a great day.